Now, this may be Christianity's most important church, but the guy who's got the key is Muslim. Adib, hi. This is the key to this church?
This is the holy key of the holy church.
How come you have it and your family have it?
They gave our family to be the custodian of the Holy Sepulchre Church, and it's going from father to son.
The church had previously been destroyed in the early part of the 11th century by the then ruling caliph, and entrusting it to a Muslim family seemed like the safest bet to ensure it against future attacks. Every morning at 4 a.m, Adib opens the door and then has to return to lock it in the evening. He's not paid for this duty.
I'm proud about this job, and we are here in Jerusalem, Muslims and Christian, we are living together. We are brothers here.
Disaster has struck twice over the centuries, with a fire and an earthquake causing extensive damage. And throughout, arguments became very fierce and protracted between the different denominations as to how and who was going to fix the thing.
They could not reach any consensus, any agreement. So in order not to stop working for the restoration of the Holy Sepulchre, they decided that the edicule would remain as it is, and let us start the restoration of the rest of the compound.
Because of all the infighting, it took a long time for all the parties to agree on a restoration plan for the ageing church. And even after that, it's taken 60 years to renovate the shrine. We were lucky enough to be granted a truly rare privilege to go and film inside the newly renovated burial chamber, called the Edicule. This is where Christians believe Jesus' body was laid to rest after he died on the cross.
This is, for Christianity, the most important place in the world. Just this little square of 2 or 3 meters. Exactly at the heart of it all. Quite an incredible experience to be here. Billions of Christians think of this place as the spiritual center of their universe.
The extensive restoration work took 9 months, working on the small structure above the tomb. There are 2 marble slabs over the sepulchre, one exactly covering the bench carved from rock that Jesus is said to be laid on.
Archaeological proofs are quite consistent to say that Jesus was crucified on Calvary, which is inside this building, and laid into the tomb, which is inside also. Afterwards, what happened 3 days afterwards, it belongs to the faith, as we believe that he was risen. But that the historical man, Jesus of Nazareth, that he was crucified and laid in the tomb, there's many, many proofs, historical proofs that are showing that.
The one side is the conflict, but the other side is the effort to run this place and do it together. And I think that's somehow a miracle.
And that's a thought echoed by the many other millions of pilgrims who come here each year, delighted that restoration has finally been achieved and cohabitation of all the churches continues.